21 finally. I have Angela here, and I don't know if you can see Minnie, but Minnie's over there on her blanket. Just show everybody Minnie.
Hey, hello.
We're all out for a ride today. Hopefully you're enjoying your family time today as well. There's Minnie. So the title of the video is 2021, and every mortgage session, life insurance, final expense agent is given the same 24 hours. And what we do with it this year will define where you're at this time next year for sure. So I watched a great video by Les Brown and Miles Monroe. I'll try to put the link in the description if I remember to do so when we get back. We've been playing in the snow a little bit. We don't live in the snow. We live close to the snow. So we were in Truckee yesterday. So we're out running around doing some errands today. But anyway, get back to that video. I really was impacted because this year, last year in 2020, there's a lot. It wasn't, it was a tough year because we proclaimed it to be, because I was saying it all in 2019 that 2020 is our year. It's our year. It was definitely our year, all right. It wasn't the kind of year we thought it was going to be, but we had everything was thrown at everybody. We discussed this before, so we all got gut checked. Who is it that says you have a plan to get hit in the face? Mike Tyson. And we all got hit in the face and the gut and everything several times last year. That being said, you had a great post to our agents today. Tell us about that.
One of the things that, like you were saying, I mean, it's very easy because I think that the things that went wrong in 2020 were like, when they went wrong, they went epically wrong. Like they were big impacting, life events. Coronavirus, obviously, the biggest one to speak of. Politics was a huge rage this year, and it was very overshadowing. And there were, riots and civil unrest, and I mean, you name it, and freaky weather. However, it's very easy, I think, when you have a year that's so weird like that with all those big events, it's so easy to forget about all the great things that happened. I mean, we had some really, in the midst of all of that, we had some really amazing things that happened in our lives. Some really wonderful things. And I stopped last night because I didn't want the whole year to end thinking, man, that was just, I want to shut the whole book on that year, because there were a lot of really good things that happened. We hit some new levels with our company. We hit a new income level, which was amazing.
Grew our agency.
We grew our agency.
We produced some more elite, another higher elite producer, which is, $300,000 a year plus, which is fantastic. So we actually made more money last year.
Right.
It's just that we were forced to learn new skills and make some changes. And John Maxwell has a book, Change is Great, You Go First, or something like that.
Yeah.
And I'm paraphrasing it, obviously, but it's true. No one wants to go through change, but as a result, I didn't mean to cut you off, but I mean, it's just thought. As a result, COVID brought, some difficulties, but it also brought some positives. Whereas most of the carriers today, don't they all have a non-face-to-face product?
Right. I mean, even we were given the opportunity to, through necessity. Necessity is the mother of invention. The carriers came out with new ways for us to be able to service clients that worked well for them, that worked well for us, but they were forced to come up with a plan. Otherwise, no one was going to sell any life insurance this last year, I mean, so, again, that necessity born some really awesome things.
Yeah. Yeah, and again, going back to, so anyway, so
there were good things last year.
There was good things last year. It wasn't.
And I will say this.
I don't want to repeat it.
Right. I don't want to necessarily go back and do it again. However, the other thing I wanted to say was that, and this really impacted me. We were very blessed, and I think that everyone that's in this industry really has to step back and realize how blessed you are, especially if you're a part-time agent. Because throughout the entire year, even at the times where it was really bad, where all states were on lockdown and nobody was supposed to, you weren't supposed to go to the bathroom, in your own house. I was never concerned that we were going to lose our job.
No.
I was never worried that we were going to completely lose our income.
Nope.
I was never concerned that, if Congress didn't get their stuff together and come up with a
let me just say something. They can keep their $600 check. I don't need a $600 check. Okay, and that's an insult.
We don't qualify for it anyway.
Yeah, we don't qualify for it anyway. But you talk about people that are on a government salary, federal government salary,
right?
And they want and Pelosi, don't get me on that nonsense. They think that we should be thankful for a $600 check,
right.
Regardless of what side of the aisle you're on, Democrat or Republican. That is an insult.
It is.
What you're trying to say is, and I agree with you, is that we absolutely control our income in this industry. Period. Some leads, make some dials. There will be families that will see you face to face. Even now, we're in California, and you still do the majority of your appointments face to face.
I do.
And you can do virtual. So we absolutely still control our income, and our income went up because there's nothing like a pandemic that scared the crap out of people. You get life insurance. It was the number one search term there for a while. So go ahead and finish what you're saying. But that is powerful. Is that I don't need your check. I own my income because I own my skill set.
Right.
And I don't rent it by having a job that somebody else. See, job security. I've been saying this for years. Job security, because one of the things when you're building an agency and the economy is good, it's difficult because people say, well, I got a good job with benefits, and they take care of me really good, and I got a really nice cubicle, and they let me put my pictures of my family on my cubicle, and all this other crap. And so they're resistant to an opportunity to own their own business because, quite honestly, they're sitting there making good money at 9 to 5. However, as I've been saying for years, there is no security in job security because it can be taken away from you not only by your employer now, but also by the federal government.
And, there were a lot of businesses. I mean, we know just from our own circle of influence, a good majority of people that we know and associate with are business owners. Whether it's in this type of an industry.
We went down one viewer. I thought people put, okay, he's on politics, so they hung up. But they're back. Okay. They came back.
So we associate with a lot of business owners, and that's kind of who we talk to a lot. When we go into a store, we tend to be observant of what the business owner is doing or talking about. And there were a lot of business owners that you and I know personally that were just heartbroken and sickened by the fact that employees that they had taken a lot of pride in being able to provide people with good jobs and a good wage and really made their employees feel like family were forced to lay them off or furlough them or let them go completely. And we just were never in that position. You talked about, the government's influence. We also knew we live in a very political state. We live in California. That's not a surprise. And right now, coronavirus is out of control in this state. There's a new strain of coronavirus in the state. And so this whole lockdown thing is just this perpetual rolling lockdown right now. But see, we knew that at any given moment, Steve has probably 20 non-resident licenses. We could go to another state. We could pack up the car. We could go to another state and continue on our income if we ever were in the position of needing to do that. And most people cannot do that. Most people's jobs are, they're location-based. I mean, you live where you work. And you can't just pick up and say, well, we're going to go to Texas and work over there and be working in a day. We have that ability. So I think that this industry is very, very unique.
I think people miss that too. Look, I've been saying for a long time, and what was on my heart to share with you is that, Angela, look, we were blessed last year. God, fulfilled his promise to us, and we have an opportunity where we weren't in fearful, as Angela said, of losing our income. We weren't fearful of not being able to eat. We weren't staying in food lines, But here's the thing: what was on my heart to share today is the world has plenty of broke people, and you don't have to be one of those guys or those girls. We talk about life insurance, mortgage protection, final expense. I love the insurance business. Let me be clear, okay? I've been doing it most of my life, but I love not selling insurance as much. I love the fact that we can go out and protect people, and what we do matters. It's a feel-good opportunity. We get paid very, very well. But I love what the insurance industry does for us as agents. It's merely a vehicle. There may be other vehicles out there, but the insurance vehicle we use to fulfill, our dreams and goals, which is passive income, residual income, so that not only do we control our future, our income day to day, every time we make a sale, we're also making a deposit in our residual income bank, right? So we have that income coming to rely on. Even if our income did, for whatever reason, dry up, we couldn't sell any insurance. So, I mean, you kind of have to ask yourself. I think as it is New Year's Day today, January 1st, 2021, we all have the same 24 hours. We all have the same 31 days and 12 months to this year. What are you going to do with it? Are you gonna accept what life's willing to give you, or are you going to? I mean, I'll give you an example, and this is maybe not meant to be offensive, but a lot of people stood down the last 2 weeks and didn't do anything. And that's okay if you're taking a vacation from your job. I guess that makes sense. I do the same thing, but this is not a job. This is your business. So when you're taking 2 weeks off, well, you can do that certainly, but this is a time when everybody in the nation just about is home, and we work. In the insurance business, we work when they don't. Right? This is an opportunity to be in front of families, protecting families, and building more residual income in your residual income bank. So remember, the insurance business is a vehicle that we choose to use because we get paid very well. We can build a residual income. We can build a passive income. Period. And I love what we do, and it's a real good opportunity. I don't know of anything else that you could do out there other than maybe healthcare, except that you're not getting passive income or residual income from that. So.
You also, Steve and I had a heated discussion one day over the last 2 weeks, and it came out of, there was one particular holiday day where I didn't feel like doing anything. I really didn't. I was having a total lazy day, and you had said something, and it got my brain thinking about one of the amazing things about this business is that because you control so much of it, you also control your time. And I had to have a little bit of a reality check with myself and remind myself that, you know what, I can sit down and make an hour's worth of lead dials and then get up and go play with the dog, or get up and go do a hobby that I enjoy, or go spend time with you. Unfortunately, with most jobs, you got to clock in and spend 8 hours. And with this business, I think one of the really unique aspects of it is that you really do get to control your time. So even on a day when it may be a holiday day or it's just kind of a downtime day, you can take an hour or two and make an impact in your business for the next week without having to give up your whole day, without having to give into your business the whole day. Does that make sense?
Yeah, absolutely does. Absolutely. Here's the bottom line. I mean, we produced, I think 4 millionaires already in the last 5 years. There'll be 4 or 5 more millionaires. I'm not saying you have to be a millionaire or want to be a millionaire, but I believe, and I know Angel believes, that we were put on this earth, and we were all given God-given, talents and skills that we should be using, and that's not selling insurance, right? So you have to get the income thing out of your way. Retirement is a number. Right, so if you live, modestly, and you can live off $5,000, $10,000 a month. Once you build $5,000 or $10,000 a month consistently coming in through residual income, you're retired. I don't care if you're 25, 30, 35, 40 years old, and then you can go out and do what God put you on this earth to do. That's the point I'm making, and so that's our goal. Is that we love doing what we do. We love working with agents. We love seeing them succeed. We love having a very small part in it. So if that's you, then I'd encourage you to step it up a little bit this year, 2021. Maximize, as Angela was saying, the same 24 hours that you're giving that everybody else is squandering, and understand that this is your business. It's not a job. You're building something here, and I encourage our agents to do it all the time. Is keep the end in mind. What is your goals here? What did you come here for? Why did you sign up? Why did you get your insurance license? What did you see in your mind's eye that you wanted to accomplish that caused you to sign up? It was a dream. It was a why. I'd keep that in front of you. We have it in the car here. We have it in our planners. We know exactly what we're fighting for every single day. So, thoughts?
I just think that this year, more than most years, I think that everybody really felt like, which is not true because, 24 hours is just a rolling perpetual time time doesn't know the difference between 2020 and 2021. It is what it is. But I think that last night was definitely, without question, a time when people decided that they were going to close the book, right, on 1 year and start fresh. Okay, starting fresh.
Yeah.
I mean, I even woke up this morning, odd as it is, and I thought, okay, fresh start.
Yeah.
Clean slate. So, like Steve said, I think you really have to maximize the time and remember that everybody starts at the same. It's almost like a race. The starting pistol went off today for everybody.
Yeah.
We're all at the starting line. Nobody's got an advantage at 12:01. So take advantage of that.
Yeah, and it doesn't necessarily mean. I mean, the more you invest, the more focused energy you put in your business, the further you're going to take your business in a short period of time. It's called, compressing time frames. That being said, many of us, including ourselves, even though Angela and I work, a lot, we're fully invested with our team 24/7, so we're getting calls all the time from the home after, before, during, after the sale. It's our program here. We don't leave anybody else to figure this out on their own. It's not a sign-up thing to us. It's a partnership deal. So when they're running appointments, we're standing by. So that's how we do things here. So I don't know how where if you're an IMO, how they do things, but that's how we do things. So, what my point is that, it could be just taking the time that you currently have to invest in your business on a part-time basis or full.
Yeah.
Right. Not squandering it. It's like not when you have the opportunity to invest, go be focused, be present, and invest in the conference calls, be in the training. So this is a book here. I don't know if you can see it or not. I recommend it's a Master Key to Riches. Somebody I bought. I already own it, and I bought 2 more to give away. But it's a fantastic book. I'd recommend it for sure. But look, here's the plan. We're going to be doing a lot more virtual stuff this business. As I tell our agents all the time, it should be part of your business. I don't think it should be all your business because the numbers are different in terms of persistency, how long that business stays in the books. But if you want to be part of that, I'm going to live stream that stuff. So I'm going to put it out there. I'm going to be on. When I'm making dials, I'm going to live stream it. So I committed to get X amount of production going this year, and I'm going to dive in. Now I always believe that you to succeed in building your own agency, you got to lead in the front, which means I'm going to learn how to do a majority of my business virtually, because I think that's the direction the business is going in, whether we like it or not. So if that's something you want to be part of, you can private message me. You can leave a comment in the section here, and I'll let you know. I'm going to start it probably in the middle of the month, somewhere around the 11th. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. We got a great virtual training program to teach you how to do the phone scripts, the presentation that we use when we do the screen share. So you're gonna want to be part of that for sure. If you do want to get involved in virtual sales. But we got agents right now that are doing multiple 6 figures. They never leave the house. They're booking 6 to 8 appointments a day. They're writing $5,000 to $15,000 a week in premium. So and staying home. And the great thing about virtual is that it's non-geographical. So that means that you can do the business anywhere, right? And I already missed a turn. I'll go back.
That's
so
okay.
Keep going.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go through the whole temples.
Okay.
So we'll go back. I'm going to turn around because I missed the turns I was talking to you folks. But anyways, again, it's non-geographical, meaning that if you live in a remote area, and that's the beauty about this business is that you can live in Montana or Idaho, out in a rural area. As long as you have a good phone connection, you can buy leads in California or Texas or Hawaii and make sales while sitting in wherever you want to live. Sitting in God's country out in the middle of nowhere. Which is our dream. I mean, our dream is to be going on the road in our RV. We can park it for the day and go visit some agents and do some trainings, and we can still get our production in by grabbing some leads and run some appointments wherever we're sitting. That is the beauty of the business, and that's part of our why we do this every day. So, anyways, it's a wrap.
All I got.
It's a wrap. Have a happy New Year. Be safe. You want to hit the ground running with us? You need an accountability partner. We're in. We're here. We're here to help you. My contact information is in the description. If I can help you find a home, or if you're somewhere where you're not getting fed, you're not getting the support and training. This business is all about training, support, and leads. And you want to be part of that virtual program we're launching. We've been doing it for a while, but this is a new live streaming thing, and we're starting a new team. So a new team to do virtual only, not a new agency. Anyways, so my description in my information, my contact information is in the description. Up to date. Because now I'm lost.
Too much snow yesterday.
Too much snow, yeah. Anyways, appreciate all of you, and thank you for watching these videos and being part of our extended family. We want you to succeed in this business. If you have a desire to succeed, if you just want to stick your toe in it and see if it works out, you might want to, look, it's an opportunity. It's a business. It's going to there will be ups and downs. There'll be highs and lows. But I can promise you, if you have the right mentor and right coach, we will teach you the business. We'll teach you the skills. As Angela says, jump in the pool. We'll never let you drown. Happy New Year.
Bye, everybody. Happy
Bye-bye.
New Year.